What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing good. If you follow me on my Instagram, I know you guys probably already kind of have an idea of what's going on, but you know, we could talk about it in depth a little more. Yeah, so let's dive into it. I've been having really bad pain like in my kidneys and stuff, and my bladder's been like swollen and like hurting and stuff. One, I didn't feel like I could pee. Like I didn't feel like I could release it all. So that's not normal after sleeping all night. And two, like I said, it was kind of like swollen and bulging and stuff. Basically, I went to the emergency room. We figured out that I had a really bad kidney infection. But yeah, basically like my bladder's been working on like overload, and that probably explains the bloating and the pain from it. So then fast forwarding a little bit, basically I've been dealing with the same symptoms. I went to the ER now 4 times in the past 2 weeks. So yeah, that's my little life update so far. So when next week the 10th comes, I will bring you guys along and we shall see what's going on after that appointment. Hey y'all, I just want to hop on here real quick and let you know that it is Friday. I actually had gone back to the ER not yesterday but the day before. I think I was having worse symptoms, and it kind of was, I was starting to get really like more nervous than anything. I was actually dry heaving and throwing up really bad. My head was hurting really bad, pounding, super dizzy, lightheaded. So basically I was there all day from like 11 a.m. to I want to say like 6:30, and they did a CT again, they did more blood work, they did the urine samples and all that, and they actually found out that the kidney infection itself is gone, thankfully, but it's still like a pretty bad bladder infection, so we just gonna get that figured out. Hey y'all, so it is actually the next day. It was another appointment where they basically doing the same thing. They did like the little scope thing where they looked at my bladder. They said it is stretched out, but you know, since they used the scope, they were able to confirm it, so now we're able to move on from there instead of it just being like an assumption that that was what was going on. They said I had about a 2-liter, imagine like a 2-liter soda pop. That's how much they said was in my bladder, and made sure that I am on the right medications. I just finished my antibiotics yesterday, so I don't know if they're gonna put me on more or what, but as of right now, I am not on any medications, and we are on the ups of healing. So basically I have another appointment coming up next week, Friday, and I think that one, they said we're gonna do like a bladder analysis or something like that, just to make sure like my bladder is working correctly. They're gonna basically like fill my bladder up again, see if I pee normal. They want to make sure that it doesn't fill back up like that, obviously. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. Hey guys, I'm back home. I didn't record in the doctor's office because it was really packed today. There was lots of people. I didn't want to pick up my phone and start recording people because that would be awkward. But I did end up going, and it wasn't the news that I wanted to hear. I've actually calmed myself down a lot. I've been crying. I started crying there in the lobby waiting for my ride, and I actually had to go outside because I didn't want everybody seeing me cry. It was low-key embarrassing, but at the same time I didn't care because I was very overwhelmed. The information that I got was not what I wanted to hear. I was expecting, as always, as I'm always expecting, the positive outcome. But today, unfortunately, that is not what I got. And unfortunately, it has to do with my health, and it has to do with my health declining. So you guys know that I have muscular dystrophy. To be more specific, it's limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, LGMD type 2D, for my MD babies that are gonna comment and ask which type. So basically, just a brief description of it, it's a muscle weakening disease. Over time, my muscles just slowly deteriorate, and you know, I try to keep what I can as I can over time, but unfortunately it just happens and I lose muscle
and unfortunately I can't get it back. I can get a little back, but not to the point of where I'm gonna be up and running around. And to kind of dive into it, I'm about to get super personal with y'all, so I might be super emotional, so I apologize for that. I'm gonna try to get through this as easy as I can and try to explain it as best I can for you guys. And I am open to questions. I'm open to you guys reaching out to me and giving me advice. Those of you that have reached out to me throughout the past few months, I love and appreciate you guys. You don't understand how much you've helped. Your support is highly, highly appreciated. I don't really have a huge support system, so I really appreciate you guys. These past few months have been super hard, and you don't even understand how much you've helped me get through it. Just talking to me and giving me advice and, you know, basically just being there with me while I go through it. So thank you for that. All right, so let's just get into it. Basically, when I got home from Vegas, I feel like I kind of went right to the hospital, because right when I got home from Vegas, it was a couple days later, I actually wasn't able to pee for like a whole day. Like, I think I peed it maybe in the morning, and then that whole day I didn't pee. I didn't pee that night. I wasn't able to go before bed. And then when I woke up in the morning, my back hurt so bad. I was like kind of crying in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep because my back hurt so bad. The front of my stomach, like right on my bladder area, literally like was so inflamed and swollen and full. It looked like a balloon, and like it was super hard to touch, super sensitive and tender. And like I said, my back was hurting as well. Basically, I went to the emergency room because I didn't know what was going on, and it was super painful. I couldn't even sit up. I had to stay tilted. Even while I was driving, I was tilted. Like, I don't usually do that. You guys know I'm pretty good, like comfortable usually. I'm sitting up in my chair unless I'm just chilling, you know. So yeah, when we got there, they literally took tests. They did a urine sample. They like drew my blood and stuff, and I think they did like a CT. I think that's, oh, and they did a sonogram. The heck? I don't know if you guys heard that, but there's a police firing range, so we're constantly hearing gunshots. That's great. So yeah, anyway, they did all that stuff, and then they also actually drained my bladder. On top of it, I started like being really heavy as well. So like it was like really intense, because like that's not supposed to be in your urine. Obviously that's a bad thing. So because it was so intense, like of an amount, we went. And good thing we did, because they said that I was holding about 2 liters full, which like think of like 2 liters of pop, like 2 Coca-Cola 2 liter pops. All that in my bladder was just stuck. Like, so I think that's why I was so much too, because it was so toxic inside my body. Like, it was just like basically like infecting me, I guess. Basically, they drained me. They had put a catheter in me, and that's how they did it. And basically my stomach went like a balloon. It just popped. Like, that was all pee in there. Like, it was crazy. Like, no wonder I was in so much pain. But I really don't know what really triggered this. I don't know if it is just because it is my disability just declining, and that's what happens. Like, literally, that's how it happens. That's how I remember every single like moment in my life of my disability progressing. Like, I could literally feel it in the moment. Like, it really sucks actually, because you could feel your muscles just weakening like day by day, and it's really scary. It's a really scary, stressful thing to deal with, and I've been feeling it a lot in my legs as well. So like it's just been a lot of stress lately coming from my disability. And on top of it, being stressed is not good, so that's adding to it. So I'm just trying to stay positive as best I can and just try not to like dwell on things, and I'm gonna try to make the best of it, because my whole life is about to change again. Like, every time I have like these moments in my life, it's like life altering moments, I just like freeze and I go numb for a second, because it's just like intense how this stuff feels like it happens overnight, you know. Like, literally 5 months ago I was fine. I was perfectly fine. My bladder was, well, obviously it wasn't fine, but to me I seemed fine. I was going to the bathroom normal, you know, I wasn't in pain. And then literally the next day, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I've had this catheter for the past 5 months, and I haven't said anything because, one, I've been embarrassed. Just like, I've never obviously had to deal with this before, so every time, you know, something happens and it's literally attached to your body and you have no control over it, it's really intense. It kind of reminded me of the first time I became wheelchair bound. It was very intense, and I feel like my life flashed before my eyes, and I had all these worries, all these anxieties, like all these what ifs, all these wonders, like just going with the flow, and it is what it is. The future brings what it brings. But I honestly never expected to be on a catheter, like possibly for the rest of my life, honestly. And I know it's not the worst thing, like please don't get me wrong, or please don't get offended by my emotions. This all is just happening like fresh for me, so I'm feeling it. I have no like negative mindset towards the catheter itself. Like, it is what it is. Like, if I need it, I need it. It's my personal confidence, and you know, like, when I look at myself in the mirror, am I gonna feel beautiful when I see, you know, like the catheter bag? Or I'm like wondering, am I gonna be able to cath myself so I don't have to wear the bag, so I don't even have to worry about that? And there's a couple other options as well for like this situation, but it would have to be like surgery type options, so then I have to worry about that as well. So it's just like there's a lot that I'm thinking about now, and it's just a lot, and it's intense, and it's emotional, and it's scary, and I don't know how to handle it. Sorry guys, I had to take a second and compose myself because I was kind of losing it there. Like I said, my head is very full right now. I'm very overwhelmed. You know, I am very good at adapting. I'm very resilient. I will get through this. I will figure it out, as I always do. But it's okay to feel your feelings and be angry and be scared and not know what to expect and what to do. Like, I am the type of person that I want that either to be the answer for everything or find the answer. Like, I need an answer for everything. One way or another, I always get it, whether it's what I want to hear or not. But I take that answer and I roll with it. So, to be more clear by now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, because I don't even think I fully came out and said what's really going on. Basically, the doctors said that my bladder is not functioning how it should. It has declined. The urologist told me that my options are, I either have to learn how to self-cath myself, I have to be on a catheter no matter what, like I'm gonna have to figure it out. So they have different options. So that is where I'm at. All the years that I've had to hold my pee, all the years that I've stressed my bladder out and overdid it, on top of my muscle degrading weakness, I'm gonna deal with it and I'm gonna figure it out. And at the end of it, I'm gonna feel confident and I'm gonna feel sexy again and I'm gonna feel like myself again. It's all part of the journey, right? This is about to be I was gonna say long journey, but honestly, it's my life and it's one journey. So this is just another thing that I'm going to have to figure out and adapt to. And as much as I don't want it, it's something that I can't change, unfortunately. I'm just gonna try to stay as healthy as I can from here on out. Alright guys, I don't really know what else to say, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I know this video is different than my other videos. I don't think I've ever had such a depressing video put up on my channel, but first time for everything. I just want to be completely honest with you guys. I want to be open with you guys, but I'm about to just try to relax, turn my brain off for a little bit, live my little fake life in my Sims world, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.